This is Volusia Today, a public information radio program brought to you by the County of Volusia.
Good morning, Volusia County. My name is Michael Ryan, and you are listening to Volusia Today, Volusia County's only source for local news. It's getting better, Heather.
Well, you missed the best.
But yeah, we try to be the best.
What?
We are the best.
We have probably 3 out of 4 shows we're the best. Every once in a while, we're kind of mail it in a little bit. But let's see how we do today. Good morning to my co-host, Maggie. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Big weekend coming up for you? Holiday weekend?
Yeah, I'm excited for the holiday. Excited to celebrate. But other than that, nothing much. Just hanging out with family.
I'm also joined by Heather, my other co-host. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? I'm good. Big weekend for you coming up?
Absolutely. We've got a lot on our agenda. Today, we're going to go travel to Gainesville and watch the Gators play baseball.
Nice.
Kids don't know. Don't tell them. It's a surprise.
Yeah, you don't tell them to the last minute, right?
No, exactly. Saturday, I have some plans with my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law. We're going to go get facials and have brunch. And then Sunday is Easter, which is such a great time when you have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. It's one of the holidays that they are, very jazzed about.
Yeah. It is sad when your kids grow up and that kind of just trails off a little bit.
A little bit. My parents, when we were younger, hid these chocolate eggs, the really small ones wrapped in foil, around our house. And my brother and I competed until we were well into our 20s on who could find the most.
You still get a basket, don't you?
No, not anymore, but I do happen to dabble in the children's extra baskets that they get. Because Reese's eggs, let's be for real, those are the most superior Reese's sub-shape of all.
Chantal, the producer, she's yeah. Maggie, what's your favorite Easter snack?
I like the jelly beans. My mom used to fill the baskets with jelly beans in the bottom, and that was always my
Which jelly beans?
I have no idea. Whatever the Easter jelly beans are. Whatever.
Oh, there's a whole new thing now. Every different candy has their own jelly bean. So we're very into the Starburst jelly beans in our house.
Oh, no,
they have Jolly Rancher
the
ones.
Original
they have
Jelly
Bellies. They've got the original kind of the one. I don't even know what brand it is. But yeah, we're a big Starburst jelly bean family.
Oh my God, that's way too much information.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I need to try them. I don't even know this.
Oh, you're in for a treat. I'll bring you an egg filled with some.
Okay.
Maggie, you and your is it fiance? Is that do you call him that now?
I guess I'm supposed to.
Did we just out that on the air?
Yeah,
you and your fiance?
He's probably listening. He likes to listen. So
good morning,
hello, James. Hey.
You guys are all young and cute and fresh and still in love. Do you give each other baskets for Easter?
We don't. We actually just go to church and then we celebrate with our family. So we don't really do that. We do a lot of the stuff with his nieces and nephews and stuff. So Addison listens too. So Addison, if you're out there, hey.
And thank you for listening, Addison.
But yeah, so we just celebrate with them and we get to watch all the kids and stuff. It's super fun.
Nice. You guys have a great holiday weekend. We're heading into Easter, which also, Heather, means spring break in Volusia County.
It is. We've got a lot of people at our beaches, some of which are swimming, which to me, as someone who's lived in Florida for decades now, absolutely not. The water's too cold.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
But when you're from Ohio, it's nice and balmy.
Yeah, they're wow, this is a sauna.
Yeah,
no, not at all. But with that comes obviously the risk of rip currents, and we can't be more clear that swimming in front of those staff lifeguard towers is the safest way to enjoy the beach. Our lifeguards are well trained to know what a rip current looks like. They can see it from their towers. They're able to let you know how far you can go out. I mean, I think they even tell you what the water temperature is. So if you don't even want to get in, based on that number that's on their chalkboard on their lifeguard stand, you don't have to. So they're a great resource. And speaking of resources, you can download the Volusia Beaches app, and it also has a lot of that same information that the lifeguards would have. So real-time updates of where the staff lifeguard towers are, the tide conditions, whether or not you can drive on certain vehicle beach access ramps, and things like that.
I was talking to our lifeguards, I guess it was Monday, Monday, Tuesday, I guess. Anyway, we're rescuing 20, 30 people a day, which is a lot for Tuesday in March.
Yeah.
So be careful out there. The ocean's rough. It's full of people. There's a handful of other spring break tips that we may want to share with everybody else too to be safe. Sunscreen.
Always.
Alcohol. It's great to drink a bunch of alcohol on the beach.
Not
No.
even one drop.
No, not
and
even.
not just because it, will make you do things you don't need to be doing, but the hydration factor.
Yeah.
It is hot, and if you aren't from here, that heat it's a different heat. I know everybody laughs, but it is. It's a different heat. It's not the heat, it's the humidity.
Well, and it's easy to underestimate it when the water's so cold and it may be
Yeah.
just a little cloudy or whatever, but it's
Right.
easy to get dehydrated. So if you're out there in spring break, please be careful.
Yeah. And if you're here traveling with little kids, or if you know someone who's maybe a family friend coming in from somewhere else, we do have driving on the beach, which is unique to this area.
That's a good point, yeah.
And you have to treat the beach as if it's a road. It is, we're holding hands, we are looking left, right, left, and we are crossing when it's safe. It really can be great to have that car right here, so you have all your stuff and your cooler and whatnot. But even if you take your stuff and you pack it up and you bring it to the beach side of the traffic lane, then that also will help eliminate how often you have to cross over that traffic lane.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I see little kids, like you said, they just jump up and bolt and run through
yeah.
the traffic all the time.
I mean, the ocean, it looks so cool, and
Yeah.
there's sand and shells. I want to be there, but just take that extra second and watch those kids.
So speaking of the ocean has water. What else has water? My lawn. How was that for a segue?
What a transition.
Yeah, no, I'm smooth like that.
Yeah, and April marks Water Conservation Month.
Does it really? I
Yes.
did not know that. So what does that mean for me as a homeowner and taxpayer?
It means a lot. So it's Water Conservation Month because we actually do happen to see a lot of April showers. So when it comes to your lawn, we actually don't need to be watering as much when we have those showers.
Yes.
So let's give a little bit of trivia actually about watering your lawn. How long should you water your lawn when you have that sprinkler on?
Oh my God, Maggie, I've only had one cup of coffee today. I don't know that I can do this. Do you know how long?
I think it's 30 minutes.
No.
That would probably be reasonable.
What's
No
the
more
question
than
again?
an hour. How long you should water your lawn when you set that sprinkler timer
Yeah.
or you go to turn it on?
God, an hour sounds like a long
No
time.
longer than an hour. Mm-hmm. And we'll get into a little bit more about how much and how long as we get into.
Okay,
but
so Maggie, for the record, Maggie and I are on a team right now, and
We have 1 point.
We got one.
One point,
we got
you
that
guys.
one right. Yeah.
All right. How do you know your lawn needs water,
It's brown.
Maggie?
It's dry and brown.
It
punchy,
is.
maybe.
That is one indicator. Another is they kind of call it the step test. So if you step into it and it kind of springs right back up, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
If you step into it and your indentation of your foot stays there, then it could probably use a little bit of water.
That's really helpful to know.
Yeah. And
Wait,
let's
we
see.
didn't get that one. Did we get that? No.
You got a
Close.
half.
I said if it crunches, so kind of a
Yeah,
step.
I'd be
we're
dead at
taking
that
that
point.
We're claiming that.
And then last question, about how much water would your Florida lawn need? This is a measurement.
Is
so.
it like I'm going to say 2 inches of water?
I feel like that's a lot.
Is it?
If it rains, it doesn't even rain 2 inches, right?
Do you even have a lawn?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. I'm gonna say less than an inch.
All right, so Team Maggie, she's pretty.
If Maggie
she's pretty
wins this, I'm
close.
gonna be so mad.
Generally, only a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch, but this again depends on when it has last rained and if your lawn is showing signs of drought. So as we enter kind of this season of the rainy season, it really is important to go out there and become one with your lawn and see what it really needs.
That is beautiful.
Don't just set your automatic sprinkler system to just go. I mean, and nothing is more annoying. I know this has happened to you guys. You drive into your neighborhood or around your neighborhood and the HOA's got the sprinklers just running and it had just poured all day last. And it's like, come on.
Oh yeah, I just see
We're
my HOA
watering
dues
water.
out the window.
Yeah.
That is aggravating.
So, HOA presidents out there, go check the sprinkler systems and make sure that they're not set to automatic and that they have rain sensors, some of them, so they can tell if it actually needs to be happening. And we also just entered into the new watering schedule. So this applies to all Volusia County residents. And I know sometimes with the county government, people are like, are you unincorporated? Are you incorporated? And this is for all of you, regardless of whether you're incorporated or not. That odd number addresses, they water on Wednesdays and Saturdays, even numbers on Thursdays and Sundays, and businesses on Tuesdays and Fridays. And all watering should take place between 4 p.m. and 10 a.m. And do you know why, Michael?
Yeah, because if you do it in the middle, I'm going to win this one, Maggie.
All right.
If you water in the middle of the day, in the heat of the day, it all blows away and just dissipates. Is that the right term?
Yeah, it kind of just gets soaked away by the sun.
Yes.
So yeah, I gave Michael an easy one.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's some parts of Water Conservation Month. There are actually a lot of things on like the other parts of your home that, I mean, we can get into if you want.
I need to water my roof and my windows?
No, more like checking your sinks, toilets, showers, faucets, pipes, and sprinkler systems for leaks.
Oh, yeah, for leaks.
For sure. That's a big deal when it comes to how much water we're essentially wasting. And not only that, how much money you're wasting if you do have a leak like that. Turn off the water when you're not using it. I'm sure there are many wives out there who have this like ick that their husband leaves the water on when he's shaving or brushing his teeth, and it's like, just turn the water off.
Totally guilty.
On, Greg.
Wait, that's an issue? That's not a good thing to do?
No, I mean, you're just wasting water for no reason. And I think it also adds to the sound where, like, if Michael's brushing his teeth and his wife's like, Michael, and he's like, I can't hear you.
I can't hear you,
And
yeah.
she's like, turn off the water.
Oh my God, it's like you have a camera in my house.
Everyone
Are you hooked up to my
the same
Alexa?
reality.
We are. And then another fun thing is just planting Florida natives and drought-resistant plants, so you're not out there having to water them all the time. And Maggie actually does a lot of gardening, and I know she's got some very Florida-friendly stuff in her yard. So thank you for being a part of a Water Conservation Month.
Thanks, anytime. I'm happy to help.
Wow, well, that, Chantal, was a fascinating intro to today's show. So let's leave on a very watery note and take a break.
Subscribe to the Volusia County YouTube channel.
And hit the bell icon to know what's happening in your hometown.
There are so many great places to explore.
And things to learn.
With over 1,000 videos available right now, the channel offers something for everyone.
Let's go!
Did you know we have countless features showcasing history, nature, wildlife, and recreation? Subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Or that we live stream important county meetings and workshops where leaders make decisions that can impact our everyday lives. Did you subscribe yet?
Or that we record our weekly radio show, Volusia Today, where we interview staff from the different divisions and departments across our great county, and they discuss the nitty-gritty of their field and expertise.
Go ahead, subscribe.
But that's not it. There's more. Subscribe and hit the bell icon and fully explore.
Score!
All right, and welcome back to Volusia Today. We were just talking about some different things going on in April, and we have some exciting stuff going on at the LEC, the Lionia Environmental Center, this month. Starting on April 11th, they have a grand opening. They have the new Florida Wildlife Corridor photography traveling exhibit called the You Are Here exhibit. It's actually originally from Washington, D.C. It used to be displayed in the Florida House, and it's absolutely beautiful. I saw some pictures of it, and then I actually got to go see it. It arrived at the LEC yesterday, and so I got to go check it out, and it is beautiful, and it's completely free to go see.
So is it just like a lot of photography and it's all on display?
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you actually been to an art exhibit before?
No,
Heather?
actually, now that you say that.
All right, so
I
Heather.
feel so uncultured.
No,
It's literally called photography traveling exhibit. And Heather's like, is it really just a bunch of pictures?
Well, when I think about a traveling exhibit, I for some reason go to a circus. I don't
okay,
know.
I do have to say, when you said it like that, I did go to a circus, but no, not quite a circus. The walls have all the different photography that's been taken throughout the state of Florida. It's actually kind of cool. They have these different numbers in this huge map on the wall, so you can actually find where the different photos were
that's
taken.
really cool.
Oh, I like that. And it's all
super
Florida?
cool. It's all Florida, and
Oh,
so
I
you
like
can see
that.
the different wildlife. They have some of just like the nature and the surrounding areas, some that are a little more like map-esque, so they have some of like the rivers, and like it's really cool to see. I am not a big photography person. I love like having pictures and things like that, but the art of photography was so cool. You don't get to see that very often, so it was beautiful. I highly recommend if you guys have the chance to go.
Yeah. I mean, I've only been to the LEC once. I know that you've been a few times now.
Oh yeah.
Like, what can you do there?
Oh, you can do all sorts of stuff. They have the Lionia Preserve, which is it's beautiful. I actually went yesterday to go check out the photography exhibit and help out as they were setting it up. And they had an echo buggy going on, and so I got to hop in the echo buggy, and for all of our
So
past
much fun,
listeners,
right? That's cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love the echo buggy. So we got to go for a little bit and hang out with Tommy and Holly, and they took us around, and you would be surprised at like I would call it a mountain in Florida, how high up the land
Right,
goes.
right.
It overlooks the entire preserve. It's beautiful out there. It's really, really cool. And then at the educational center, you can actually go in and learn all about the preserve and talk about water conservation. They talk a lot about that and how the water affects the scrub habitat. And they have a library there too, so you can go to the library as well.
Maggie, what's the bird that's there? There's a bird.
The scrub jays.
Yeah, did you see it?
Oh yeah, they're adorable. They're actually really cute, and they're super like interested in humans, which is kind of cool. So if you're out there and you're chit chatting, they actually come up and like will walk up to you and just kind of be like, "What you doing over here?"
Really?
Yeah. There's been instances where hikers have actually had birds like land on their head. Like
Wow.
they'll just come up and be like, "Hello." So it's kind of funny.
They're probably so used to seeing people out there.
Yeah, I imagine so. But they're also, whenever I've been, Christy Miller always walks me through the preserve, and she always talks about that scrub jays are very curious birds, and so they want to know what's going on. And so when they hear the commotion, they'll actually like come up and check you out. And if you hold your hand out, they'll come up to you and like hop on your hand
That's
or hop
so
on your
cool.
head. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, and the last time you and I were there, Christy was also telling us, she pointed out one, and it was a male scrub jay at the top of a tree, and he was kind of just canvassing the area for hawks. So all the other scrub jays in their family are down on the floor getting like whatever they eat or something, and then he would give them a little signal that a hawk was nearby, and they would go hide to where like the hawk wouldn't see them.
You just made that whole
No,
story
I
up.
didn't.
No, it's true. It's true. There's a word for it. it starts with an S. I can't remember what they're called when they're on the top. But yeah, they actually will like assign people different jobs. And so one will be at the top, one will be in the middle, and one will like, be at the bottom. Looking for the
Wow.
food.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're very smart birds.
I
Very,
feel like
very
Maggie's
smart.
turning into like a modern day Snow White, and then giving the Disney vibes of like she'll be
Honestly,
on that
Can
eco
you
bubble
see that?
tour.
Yeah. In her wedding dress.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really would love if a scrub jay landed on my head, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think I move a little bit too much. I'm a little too hyperactive for them, but they are really cool to see. It's a really cool experience to go out there.
And don't they do a lot of events there?
Oh, they do so many events, and they do it for all different ages. Throughout the month of April, they have to have at least 20 events going on. It is so much fun. They have tiny truckers for ages 2 to 7, which is a great age range if you're looking for something to do. You don't see a lot of people who want to have 2-year-olds at their events. So
Let's take mine out there, get them nice and tired for nap time. It'll be
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, and they celebrate all the different like holidays. So they have Gopher Tortoise Day that they're going to be celebrating. They do Earth Day celebrations, which is going to be super fun. And talk about water conservation. They're doing a drip drop rain barrels class where you can actually learn how how you can help and learn about water conservation. So all sorts of events going on at the LEC.
Oh my God, this is so right up your alley. Everything you're talking, this is just Maggie.
I do love nature, so I'm all in.
It's such I think an underutilized resource that we have. A lot of people who live here, who were born here, don't know it's there or have never been.
Yeah.
And it really is a cool place to go. Same thing with the marine. Which one's ours, Heather? Discovery.
Marine Science.
The Marine Science Center.
Yep.
We took our 97 children to that last weekend, and everybody from the 8-year-old to like the 17-year-old loved it. And again, it's the same thing with the interacting with the animals. You can pick them up and feed them. They were feeding stingrays. There was a pufferfish that was the funniest. That was obsessed with us.
I know exactly which pufferfish you're talking about. He's so cute.
He is right. I have way too many videos of the pufferfish, and then the whole new I want to say bird exhibit. There's a different name.
Raptor
exhibit.
Yes.
Super cool. So we ended up spending, oh my gosh, probably 2 hours out there. I was surprised that it entertained our kids for that long.
Yeah.
So again, it's spring break, and if you're in Volusia County, get out and go see what we have to offer.
Yeah. My kids just went to the Marine Science Center yesterday with my parents, and my 5-year-old fed the stingrays. And we had gone to other places that had the stingrays, and he would kind of want to touch them, but I think it was just a bigger environment. And the Marine Science Center actually, I feel like, gives you a great chance to get really one-on-one with all the staff that they have there, and they know so much. It's like incredible how much knowledge they hold.
Yeah.
And I think it gave him the confidence, and he came home and he was like, I fed a stingray. And I was like, that's awesome, dude.
The staff, when we were there, they didn't know who I was, right? Like,
Yeah.
so they treated us just like everybody else, and it was great. They were super helpful and knowledgeable.
They know all of it.
I learned more about that. Was it a rat snake? I don't know. There was a snake. Apparently, I didn't learn
My
much.
kids talked about the snake too, and then I was like, what was it? And they're like, a rattlesnake. And I was like, it definitely was not a rattlesnake, guys.
No, but it was
I
not
hope
venomous.
it was not a rattlesnake.
But she said it would emulate a rattlesnake. So when she opened it up, it tried to rattle to like make you think it was a rattlesnake. It was defense
And you're
mechanism.
like, no, we're just going to pet you.
yeah, we ain't scared
Actually,
of
we're
you.
just
Come here,
friends.
little sneaky.
So well, I tell you what, let's take one more break before we wrap up the show.
Make the most of your day at the beach. Download the Volusia County Beaches app today. Sign up for real-time notifications on vehicle ramp openings and closings. Find staffed lifeguard towers. Get updates on tides and beach conditions. Plus, off-beach parking and coastal parks info. Volusia County Beaches app is available for your smart devices at the App Store and Google Play.
Welcome back to Volusia Today. I am Heather Belden with your community information team, along with Michael Ryan and Maggie Hessler. We just left off talking about the Marine Science Center, but speaking of, we're going to get into some upcoming events we have here in Volusia County and with the Volusia County government. So the Marine Science Center is actually hosting Turtle Day, and that is April 6th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I think right off the bat, the best part is that it's free. Then I would say the second best part is that there's live music and food. And then the third best, this is my opinion, because I feel like if
There's an actual turtle there.
there's turtles. Like, come
Yeah.
on. So maybe my order was a little off, but you can learn more at marinesciencecenter.com. You can follow them on Facebook, but it is going to be a really cool event. They do it every year. And if you have any interest in sea turtles or any marine life, it is a perfect event to go out and bring the fam.
Why are people so obsessed with turtles?
Well, have you seen? Well, you have, because you've been to the Marine Science Center.
Mm-hmm.
They're adorable.
They're so cute.
Are they, I don't quite get it.
The sea turtles are adorable. The like snapping turtles that you sometimes have to rescue off the side of the road, not as adorable.
Do you do that? Do you get out and pick them up?
Absolutely not.
Does your husband? You do. Maggie does.
Maggie definitely does.
Yeah,
I
I
am
was
not-
like, stop.
I'm not gonna hurt them, but I am afraid of them. Yes. But
You
I'm
don't
also-
intentionally steer toward them.
I'm afraid of a lot of animals, so I'm probably a bad person to ask. But sea turtles, I am not afraid of them. Like, if they would let me just pet one, I would, but I don't think I'm allowed.
You should try it anyway. Just don't let it.
That's a good idea.
If you're
Let me
listening,
know how
do
that
not
goes.
try to
Do
touch
that.
the sea turtle. I'm pretty sure it's actually illegal because they're endangered, but
Yeah, they are really cute though, and they've got the little cute like grumpy face, and
so
it's
cute.
adorable.
It probably all started from like Finding Nemo and like all of that.
That is.
Squirt,
Yes, like
Yeah.
give me some fin,
noggin,
dude.
They're not pufferfish cute though.
No, they are not pufferfish
That
cute.
pufferfish is cute.
Yeah.
What else is going on out there this weekend or coming up?
We've got Veterans Stand Down. That is April 19th and 20th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It is at, I believe, the Volusia County Fairgrounds. And it is an event that we host annually in partnership with our Veteran Services Division. I know there's a lot of other community partners that come out, and they have a bunch of different services available for veterans. And you can find more on volusia.org. Let's see. Oh, we've also got the Hurricane Expo, May 4th. That's also at the Volusia County Fairgrounds, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We haven't had one since the pandemic, but it's a great way. They bring out a bunch of different demonstrations and presentations for people to really understand what you need to do to be prepared for a hurricane. And I know for a fact that like we've had a lot of people moving into the area that might not have experienced a hurricane, and coming to this and seeing what things you can be doing at your home to prepare is a really good opportunity for you to become a Florida resident officially and have that safety kit and know what you need to know.
Yeah, it's easy to move here and think, I've been through snowstorms and tornadoes and floods or whatever. It's different. It is absolutely different.
It is.
I think I may have told you this. Most of the time when there's a hurricane, I'm at the Emergency Operations Center. The one time I was at home, I was woefully ill prepared, and our electricity went out. We had no water, and it helped me understand the benefit of something like the expo.
For some reason, I just picture Michael on the couch with like a box of Cheerios, and he's just like, "What do I do?"
That's kind of, yeah, that's kind of what it was like. And we actually had to plug our refrigerator into because that whole half of the house lost electricity. We lived in my bedroom for like 3 days because that was the only part of the house that had electricity.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I had to ration like one bottle of Dasani or something. It was
So maybe
sad.
you should mark your calendar, May 4th.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Well, it would not be the Volusia County Today radio show if we did not get our plug in for the Ocean Center, Maggie. There's a couple things coming up out there.
Yes, there are a couple things happening at the Ocean Center. They have the Harlem Globetrotters coming, which is going to be super cool. Have you ever
Right.
been to the Harlem Globetrotters?
Yeah, like 7-year-old Michael went. Yeah,
I was gonna say
super
I
cool.
went like years ago, but they're coming on April 30th, which will be super cool. Tickets are on sale now, and they have group tickets available too for if you have a group of 10 plus. So it's a super awesome experience. I highly recommend if you have never been. It's super cool.
I was on their website because I was obviously very interested. I saw them like you all like years and years and years ago. And I didn't know this, but they have girl Harlem Globetrotters now. And
I didn't know that.
I
That's
was like,
cool.
girl freaking power. Love it. And they're like WNBA
I bet they are, yeah.
level. Yeah. So definitely a fun thing. They've got mascots, Globey and Big G.
Big G.
Like so cute. So if you've got kids or if you're a big basketball fan, I mean, it's fun.
That's what you'll call me for the rest of the week. Big G. That's how you refer to me.
You're more of a Globey.
But Chantal, that's not funny. Bert Kreischer is also coming to the Ocean Center.
What is Clayton always does the impersonation?
Oh, the machine.
The machine.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah. He's coming up with the Fully Loaded Comedy Festival. So it's not just him. It's a whole slate of comedians. And that's going to be Father's Day. Again, I keep sending that link to my wife.
hint.
Sarah, pay attention. And tickets are really pretty reasonable for who's going to be there. And with that, make sure to check out the Ocean Center website to get tickets to Bert Kreischer and everything else. Heather, have a great weekend.
Thank you. I will. 3-day weekend.
Happy Easter.
Yeah.
Maggie, also have a great weekend. Happy Easter.
Thank you. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
And once again, if you're out on the beaches, you're here on spring break, please be safe in the ocean, swim in front of a lifeguard stand, and be safe and enjoy Volusia County. Have a great weekend.